Hi guys, it's Michelle Smith, Emerald Independent Distributor for It Works, and I just got back from Ignite 2013 Vegas, and it was really inspirational, motivational. I took 13 pages of notes, so if you are short on time, don't watch this video right now because I am going to go through all 13 pages of notes so that those of you that were not able to go to Ignite, I know for some of you, you wanted to be there in Vegas, but you weren't able to go. You will still get the benefit of hearing the notes that I took. So you may want to actually take some notes on this as well, and or just replay the video as many times as you need to. I will just start off with the first note that I have and kind of go from there. So the first thing I wrote down was the people you have wide are your paycheck. The people you have deep are your security. And that's actually something that my upline, Jackie, told me about getting compensated in this business. So on your downline, the people that you have across directly underneath you, those are going to be your paycheck. And then the people that you have deep are going to be the security. You shouldn't be chasing the title. So for example, you might want to be a triple diamond. Don't chase the title. You really want to chase the paycheck. Those that show up, go up. So those of you that are showing up to the trainings, you're showing up to the calls, you're showing up to these events like Ignite or One Team, One Mission, things like that. Those of you that are showing up to that are going to go up on your levels. Those of you that aren't. And many acts of faith are required in multi-level marketing. You have to stick it out. That's what it's about. I'm in it to win it. Don't expect too much too soon. There are some D's to look out for and to discipline. They said distractions are dream stealers. So you have to discipline them. So in other words, you're going to be busy. You're not going to have time to go out and blitz or to talk to people about the wraps and It Works stuff. And at the end of the day, guys, I got to tell you, there's no such thing as not having time. I just worked over 153 hours. And in that shift, I signed 3 distributors and 2 loyal customers while I was working 153 hours. So for those of you that say, oh, I'm a full-time employee at this place I work at and I have a child, okay? Make those things the reason you do it, not the excuse as to why you don't. I felt like that was really important when they said the things that are binding you or the things that are pulling you down, let those be what motivate you. Make those the things that really give you the push as opposed to pulling you away from things. Some people say, I don't have time. Well, not having time is a reason to do this because you will find freedom and you will have plenty of time. So I really like that. Another thing that they said was that it's easy to keep going when you're promoting. So when you're constantly promoting and constantly moving yourself up on your levels, it's easy to stay in It Works and to keep going. It's really not as easy when you're not. So make sure that you're building a rock solid team. Your business needs to be so strong that nothing can knock it down. So also they talked about what's your why. So why are you doing this? What's the reason, your real reason that you're really selling and distributing these wraps? Tina Beer, who was really an incredible speaker, she said at one point, if you think your reason for being here on this planet is to sell wraps, you're wrong. You have a purpose, and the wraps are just the vehicle to get you there. So the wraps are going to be what affords you to do exactly what you want to do. So what's your why? I actually printed out my why, and I'll show you. My why is so that my husband and I can buy a nicer home in a safer area, have babies, and travel the world. That's my why. What's your why? I know some people on my downline have really significant passions or dreams, and that's why they're doing it. So really be aware of what your why is, and you're going to have to conquer every fear. If you have a fear of speaking in public, you're going to have to conquer that fear. If you have a fear of putting yourself out there in front of complete strangers, you're going to have to conquer that fear. A year from now, this business will change your life. It will change your life a year from now. If you give it all you've got a year, you'll see a change in your life, complete change in your life. You really just want to duplicate the steps to success. The steps to success are 3 simple steps, and if you're not familiar with those, you need to become familiar, because it's just about duplicating those 3 steps over and over again. There was a presidential diamond, and I'm sorry I don't have everybody's names down who spoke. There were so many people who had so many great things to say, and I couldn't keep track of everybody. So I apologize. I can't give credit to each speaker who was there. But one presidential diamond, and you guys are clear on how much presidential diamonds make. They're doing very well. She quit at one time, and then she came back. So sometimes you have to ignite yourself, and then you have to reignite yourself, which is why it's called Ignite. It's okay if you have hard times. Get on the calls. They're Monday and Saturday. And spouses really need to be supportive. It does go a long way. So your spouse may get to retire because of you. So your spouse needs to be supportive. Make sure that you're coachable. So if your upline, if whoever signed you up or whoever signed them up or whoever in your upline is reaching out to you and coaching you, don't be defensive. Be coachable. They're only trying to help you so that you can be your own personal best. So if you're not coachable and you're not willing to hear what they're saying or take the advice, then really it's going to impact you. So I thought that was really important, to be coachable. Sometimes things are not going to be easy to hear. If you're not doing something the way that you should be, and they need to tell you that, you need to be able to hear that, even though it's not easy to hear. But just know that they have the best of intentions. Go on your Facebook page, go on your social media, and then send private messages to every single person. Don't send a massive message where everyone can see that you sent it to everybody, because really it's not going to be individual. That way it's not going to feel important to them. It's going to feel like you just checked off everybody you know. And then make sure you're booking parties. So get on the calls. If you can't get on the live call, guys, I can't get on most of the live calls. You can get on the recorded calls. So get on the recorded calls. There was one girl who was talking. It took her 10 months to get from distributor to presidential. 10 months. 10 months. I mean, it's really impressive. And she said people would tell her no. Nope, they don't want to do it. They may become a yes after a while. And if not, keep going. Move on to the next yes. Or move on to the next no. That's okay. Don't take the no's personally. You're not personally getting rejected. One woman was who I really liked a lot. She was really funny. She said that when you are at a restaurant and the waitress comes over to you and she says, "Would you like some more coffee?" and you say, "No, thank you," she doesn't go in a corner and cry because you said, "No, I don't want any more coffee." So I like that. If you offer a Blitz card to someone and they say no, say, "Okay." She said she actually feels sorry for them because they just missed out on an opportunity to either tighten, tone, and firm their body, or they missed out on an opportunity to make money like we are. So I thought that was interesting. I will again say to you guys, if I can do this, you can do this. I, at one point, was over 250 pounds, excuse me, and like I told you, I'm working over 150 hours. I'm working full-time, I own my own company, and I'm an independent distributor with It Works. So if I can do it, you really can do it. So any excuse you have, save it. I don't want to hear it. I just don't, because I can do it, you can do it. There was a girl who told a story about how she didn't even have a vehicle. She walked. That's how she built her business. She walked. And you know what? She's happy she did that now, because now she has a vehicle that It Works basically is paying for. You need to really know how to get residual income, which is your royalty income, which is essentially just duplication. You're going to do the same thing over and over again, the steps to success. That is the most important part. Copy what the top leaders are doing. Be a copycat. They were saying the dollars are in the duplication. So if you are familiar with some of our really top income earners, I constantly Facebook stalk them. If they're talking about how they're going on a trip and they're blitzing the whole airport, guess what? Next time I'm at the airport, I'm going to be blitzing the whole airport. One of them said she doesn't wear anything except for green, black, and bling It Works stuff, so I bought this It Works hat, and I bought 5 more shirts, so now I have 1 shirt for every single day of the week for the wraps. And she said that there's millions in the monotony. There's millions of dollars in the monotony. So just repeating the same process over and over and over. And then you have to teach people how to do a few simple steps. And, you know, don't deviate. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Even if you get bored, keep doing it. This is what's working. This is how everybody above us that are making $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $100,000 a month, which is not uncommon in this business, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. If you do 20 parties a month, you're golden. There was a girl actually there who makes over $30,000 a month, and that's what she did. She hosted 20 parties a month. Now, when I first started, I tried to do at least 1 party a week. That easily became 3 parties a week. So it's really possible. You can try and do, sometimes I do 2 parties in a day. I'll do 2 parties on a Saturday, and then I'll do 1 party on a Sunday. So that's 12 parties that month just on the weekend. So if you can add a couple in during the week, you're going to be golden. Make a list of 100 people that you know. And you might say, I don't know 100 people. You do know 100 people. Think about all of your family. Put all of them on the list. Think of all of their friends. Put them on the list. Think of all your friends. Put them on the list. Think about every single person that you come in contact with in a year. So your dentist, the person who does your hair. If you get your eyebrows waxed, go to that person. If you get a massage occasionally, go to that person. If you go to UPS, it doesn't matter. If that person has skin, give them a Blitz card. So after you've made your list of 100, you know, OBGYNs, then contact them, list them, go out there, wrap them, and make a chicken list is what she said, and I do have a chicken list actually. So your chicken list should be people that you're afraid to blitz, and then go blitz your chicken list. So for me, my chicken list is salons and spas, and guess what? I just got back from blitzing a salon spa. So do it. Just do it. I find that once you tackle your fear, everything else just becomes so much easier. So anyhow, educate your hostess when you guys are doing wrap parties. Let them know that they need to just have water, and if they're going to have food, they need to not have it out, because we don't eat while we're doing a wrap party. They can eat afterwards if they want. That's fine. Make the Facebook page for them. Make an event Facebook page for the party. You be the one to do it. Don't rely on the host to do it. And then make the host a hostess on the actual Facebook invitation, and then put little teasers on the invite. So in other words, you could do a picture of someone's before and after of their tummy one day on the Facebook page. Because what's going to happen is on that event, it's going to send that photograph to every single person that's been invited. So that's kind of nice. And then a couple days later, you can do a neck before and after. You can do the facial wraps. So that was a really good thing. It's sort of like a tease. Make sure you're a food Nazi, though. Nobody should be eating at the party until the end. It's okay to have, if they want to do wine and facials, fine, but they have to do it after. Some of you may have seen at parties how you can take a glass of water and put some oil in it. So say, for example, you could use like canola oil, and then crush up some fat fighters, 2 is fine, and then sprinkle them into the glass, and you're going to see all of the fat from the oil collect and then drop to the bottom of the glass. And that's a good way for people to see how the fat fighter really does work in absorbing unhealthy fats and oils, carbs, things like that. So you can do something like that. She recommended that you do it in a wine glass. That way you can hold the bottom of the wine glass and everybody can see it. She said she uses an app called PixArt, P-I-X-A-R-T, for before and afters. And you do need permission before you can post somebody's photos on Facebook. So you want to get it in writing that they do grant you permission, and she actually gave us a handout. So if any of you are interested in that, let me know, and I'll definitely let you have a copy of that so that you can use that. Corporate is now thinking about stopping the measuring process. So you know how we normally, when we wrap somebody, we take their measurements and then we take their before pictures. They're highly considering removing the tape measure part. And everybody in the room was like, no, that's, what? I need to do that. That's how I sell. I talk about how, they're going to tighten, tone, and firm, and then they can actually see their own inches lost. And we're going to stop doing that, it seems like. And, guys, just so you know, you don't have to be afraid. that I was one of those people that was like, I don't think that's a good idea. But I wrapped people since then, and today actually at the salon, and we didn't take their measurements. And what's cool about that is people are not going to fixate on whether or not they bloated up a little bit, or they only lost 2 inches, or they lost 3 inches and they wished it was 10 or whatever. If they just have before pictures to look at, then all they'll focus on is physically what they've seen in front of their face. And I actually I had one girl that I wrapped who lost 8 inches and she wasn't happy. So I felt like knowing your inches isn't everything. So I am personally going to drop the tape measure, and I'm going to have people just focus on just seeing their before and after photos. And also, how do you feel? Do you feel better? Are your pants fitting better? Okay, good, it works. So another thing she said was that we're not allowed to claim weight loss. So make sure that you guys are following all of our guidelines, our policies and procedures. It's something you need to know. You can't say, you're going to lose weight by doing these reps. It's not your place, and you're also making a guarantee by saying that you can't promise. So don't say that. I learned that shipping is free for over $125. So if you have someone who purchases $126 or more, their shipping is going to be free. One thing you can say to them is that I'm going to waive the membership fee for you, which is $50, if you're a loyal customer. So if they're a customer for 3 months, they won't pay a fee. And you can just tell them, I'm going to waive the fee for you. You're not going to pay a fee to be a loyal customer. There's no minimum, so you don't have to spend $50 or $100 in product. That's not the case. And if you add the greens to the skinny pack, there is no shipping. She also said that the defining gel that comes, the little teaser size, bring that with you, and then bring the regular size tub so that you can show them the difference. You can also show them your monthly chart that shows how much distributors make on an average monthly. And she said, if you're not proud of your status, then tell a story about someone else's status who's on the right side of the chart. Now, I'm an emerald, so I'm kind of like getting closer to the middle of the chart. I've been doing this for a little over 3 months now, and I actually tell the story about Chantel and how she's a triple diamond, and I actually like telling her story, and then I do share my story as well. So anyhow, I think that that's good to know that some people are embarrassed because they're not all the way on the right side of the chart yet. You don't need to be embarrassed. You're just getting started. Everybody just got started at some point. The people that are making $100,000 a month, like Denise Walsh, she got started at one point and she was on the left side of that chart. So you will move up, but if you feel embarrassed about it, then share someone else's story. That's okay. The system that we're doing works. Always reach out to your upline. I don't know that you have questions until you ask. I'm here to support you and do the same thing with your downline. So be there for your downline and know that I'm here for you. And I'm also here for your downline. If they need anything, I'm happy to help them. But I'm not psychic. And right now, guys, I have almost 100 people on my downline. So I can't really know if you're needing help from me unless you reach out to me. So call me, text me, email me, whatever the case is. I will do whatever I can to answer your question. If it's a question that I don't have an answer to, then I'll contact my upline and find out what the answer to that question is, and then we'll both learn. So you need to know that, and you don't need to know how to teach someone to get to Ambassador Diamond. So some of you have said to me, I don't know how to tell them how to be an Ambassador Diamond. You don't need to know. You just need to teach them how to get to where you are. And then by the time they get to where you are, you'll be at the next level and the next level and the next level, and then you'll be able to teach them. So I thought that was really good. But guys, I really need you to be equipped for success. And so make sure you have the supplies that people are asking for. I really recommend that everybody boosts when they sign up. You know how you have those 2 options? You can do the mini booster kit or the other booster kit. There's 2 options. So make sure that you are boosting, and then you have your products. You really want to try and make sure that your 80 bonus volume, which makes you commission qualified, is between the 1st and the 5th of the month if you can. And then take your business with you everywhere you go. Blitz everyone, blitz everywhere. She is a presidential diamond who said that, and she said 10 cards a day. 10 cards a day she passes out, and if you can get those in people's hands, that's going to be even better. She said, go out knowing that your phone is going to ring. You are really a lot more powerful than you realize. So you can make things happen with your mind. If you go out knowing my phone's going to ring, I am passing out these Blitz cards, and my phone is going to ring. Your phone will ring. Don't pass out 5 cards that day and then be so upset that you didn't go to Ambassador Diamond the next week. Like, be realistic, but do know that. Change your voicemail to say that you're an It Works distributor. Make sure that you're representing yourself on your voicemail really appropriately. So don't have some hip-hop song that has all these cuss words in it or whatever. I love hip-hop, don't get me wrong, but make sure you're being professional. So when they call, make sure that you leave your name on your voicemail so they know that they didn't get a wrong number, things like that. Treat your business with the respect of a multi-million-dollar business so that you will make multi-million dollars with this business. Don't work at the level you're at. So if you're at a distributor level and the average distributor makes $71 a month, don't work at a $71 a month level because you won't move up. You need to work at the level you want to be. I want to be a Black Diamond. Black Diamonds make $100,000 a month. It's not even on the chart. It's so freaking high. So I'm going to work like $100,000 a month Black Diamond. And I imagine that every single thing they do every single day is going to have something to do with wraps. So that's what I do. This business runs on energy. So if your energy isn't right, neither will be your business. Wear your It Works t-shirts when you go to Blitz, so you look the part. And then if you can Blitz with your friends that are also wearing their It Works t-shirts, people will see you and you will draw attention. If there's a bunch of you that are all wearing It Works shirts and you've got It Works cards in your hands, people are going to want to know what that's about. Like, what are you doing? What is that? They were talking about asking yourself, where is the place where a lot of women are? And obviously not just women, men too, but women especially. Where are a lot of women? Blitz there. So maybe, for me, I thought of nail salons. I always see a lot of women at nail salons. Blitz there. Another place that came up to mind for me was like waxing places. Blitz there. Either you blitz them or someone else will blitz them, and then someone else just got the business that you could have gotten. So then they talked about social media. I actually wrote down his name because I thought he was really funny and really helpful. His name is Joshua Divino. So Joshua talked about social media. He was saying how it's a way you can talk to the whole world instantly. Facebook has over 1 billion active users. So join groups there. There's like healthy groups, there's skinny groups, there's how to get fit groups, there's groups for moms that have just had babies that are, trying to shrink a little bit. So go onto those groups and really blitz there. Twitter has almost 500 million regular users. So he was saying that that's obviously a very good place to go. Instagram has over 30 million accounts. Tumblr has 125 million bloggers. There's Flickr. So those are some places that you guys can really be advertising yourself, and you can actually pay to advertise yourself on Facebook. And what's cool about that is you can actually set up how much you want to pay. So you can say, I want to spend $5 a day on advertisements, and you can actually say what age group you want it to focus on, whether or not they're friends of your friends. So you can actually be really specific. Always be respectful in everything you do, especially on social media and interacting with people. Remember that your conduct is going to make or break your sales. So if you're saying things like, oh, I'm an It Works distributor and I love it, this is great, and you can get financial freedom, and then you're on Facebook saying, I'm so broke and I hate my life, you're probably not going to get people who want to sign up as a distributor underneath you, because you've just told them that it's not great. And it is great. So make sure that you're speaking the part, you're acting the part. So yeah, be positive. You can set up a Facebook business page, which is really easily done, and then also use hashtags, because people can find you with hashtags. Stay compliant. Read the policies and procedures. It's boring, you guys, but ensures that your paycheck with the company continues. I did hear stories about how there were certain people that were breaking the rules and they were fined. So I don't want that to happen to you. Post at least one time a day on Facebook, but make sure you're posting about the wraps, and then also post about other things. I know that when you post around 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, then that's around 12 o'clock in other parts of the country, and that's good for both sides. So if you're just waking up around 8 in the morning, at 9 a.m. you might be on Facebook, you're going to see someone's post about wraps. If you're in, I don't know, Texas, and you're having lunch, it's around 12 o'clock for you when I'm posting at 9. So on your lunch break, you're probably going to look at Facebook. You're going to see my wrap post. So make sure you're doing that. Now also post other things. So post, you could post about how you're excited about your vacation or whatever, but don't make it just about the wraps, but also post about the wraps. Expos and trade shows, carnivals, health shows, wherever people are, go. You can get a booth. Beauty stores, you can offer to wrap the whole salon. You don't need to pay for a huge big table. You just need a spot that you can show about the wraps, and a spot maybe that you can wrap them, which could even just be the bathroom. One woman said that she went to a beauty store and she offered to wrap the salon owner in exchange of getting to set up her table there. So then what? That cost her one wrap, and she got to have the salon for the day. So that's a good one. Make sure that you're the only It Works vendor if you are paying to be a vendor at kind of a boutique or an event, for example. You want to make sure that there's not another It Works vendor that's going to be there. Otherwise, it's going to be a bunch of the same thing. Make friends with your vendors. So get there early. Before you set up your table, walk around to all of the other vendors and talk to them about It Works. If nothing else, give them a Blitz card and ask for their card. And then those are leads. You can follow up with them. She said the fortune is found in the follow-up. And then guys may find that talking about supplements to their guy friends opens up the conversation about wraps. So instead of going directly and talking about wraps, they might find that instead just kind of talking about some of the supplements that there are, the ThermoFit, the Fat Fighter, the greens, things like that. That might actually be a good way to get the conversation going. When you start to think about quitting, which everyone has a moment where they think they're just going to quit, they're not going to do it anymore. When you start to think about quitting, remember your why. If your why was your little boy who you want to be a stay-home mom with, look at him and remember that that's why you're doing this. If your why was keeping your grandmother, one person said they didn't want to put their mother in a home. They wanted to be able to stay home and take care of her themselves. That's your why. Remember your why when you think you want to quit. You're going to hit a wall. That's going to happen. You're going to hit hurdles. You're going to hit rejection. All of that's going to happen. Keep going. You're going to have a bad day. Keep going. You're going to have low sales one month. Keep going. You're going to have a party and no one's going to sign up as a distributor or a loyal customer. Keep going. Because all of the presidential diamonds, the ambassador diamonds, the triple diamonds, all of them hit all those same things. The only difference between them and the people who aren't making any money now is that they didn't quit. So just keep going. Keep going. Loyal customers. Loyal customers really need to know the benefits. They don't have to have any minimum order. Their membership fee is waived as long as they stay a member for 3 months. With their second shipment, they get a special offer. They'll need to call customer service and they can get the greens on the go for $15 as long as they order one product with it. After their fourth shipping, it's going to be free from then on. Orders over $125 are always free. Perk points. They get 10% of volume with each product. After fourth shipment, they redeem points for products. After 6 months, they get $50 free of products, which I think is awesome. I don't know any other company that gives you money for buying stuff from them. They get $150 free after 1 year. That adds up to over $200 in 1 year of free stuff. We do have a free FitWorks community online with recipes, weight loss tips. It's a social group so they can talk to other people about their journey. Our reputation follows us. So follow through and do more than what is expected. This isn't a hobby. Don't treat it like a hobby unless you want hobby money. If you want big-time career money, treat this like a big-time career. And then don't give your power away to toxic people. I just got off the phone with one of my best friends, Vanessa, I love you, and she and I were talking about how people can be negative around you, and they can try to push you down and knock you down and make you feel like you're not going to be good at this and you're not going to do well at this. And you know what? Don't allow toxic people to take your power away. I always tell people that life is like a garden. You got to pull the weeds so that the flowers have room to grow. So don't give your power away to the toxic people, and quite frankly, just pull those weeds out of your garden. Make sure you follow up with all your leads. All sales are made, all sales that you make sure that you contact them. Ask them for referrals. Ask them if they have any questions about the products. Find out how it's going for them. And then if they refer a customer, reward them with a free wrap for referring somebody to you. It could be a facial wrap. It could be a body wrap. The compensation plan. Read it, print it. It looks like Chinese at first. That's how I felt. Put it, it will become more familiar the more time you spend with it. So look at it. There's definitely multiple layers. Tina Beer was explaining, I think she said it was like a chocolate cake that has all these different layers. So there's really a lot of layers with regards to the compensation plan. Be your own brick, she said. So on the compensation plan, make sure that you yourself are getting 4 loyal customers each month, that you're signing up distributors every single month, that you're at least at 400 bonus volume every month, just so that you're your own brick. And you only need 80 bonus volume in order to be commission qualified. But the more bonus volume you have, the more commission you're making. So just make yourself a goal. Now, she was talking about how diamonds actually unlock a lot of bonuses. And so make your goal, at least get yourself to diamond. At least get yourself to diamond. That's almost $2,000 a month. I know for a lot of you, that pays your rent. That could pay your car payment. That could pay a mortgage. And then it opens up a lot of really awesome bonuses once you get there. That's the next level up for me, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So build your WIS. As I said before, it's your paycheck. Your depth is your security. BYOB, build your own business. It's not my place to put all my distributors underneath you or to put all my loyal customers underneath you. Don't let people handicap you, and don't handicap people. Have them build their own business. Give them the tools so that they can build their own business. We talked about salons. You really want to tell them that it's 3 minutes of work with residual income, and they're going to increase their per ticket sales. So they can put Bliss cards on the mirrors, the bathrooms. They can make greens as their water. When people say, "Oh, this is good, what is this?" you can tell them it's greens and it's for sale at the front. Make sure that they have signage, banners, products on the shelves. What do you charge for applicators? Someone asked, and they said they charge $35 for the wraps or 2 for $60. Some of them just charge $25, so it's up to them. But they're going to get 30 to 70% profit on retailing the wraps. So how do you approach the salon? This is big. How to approach the salon. So don't ask for the owner. They are bombarded all day by a bunch of other people trying to sell them some shampoo or conditioner or whatever. And quite frankly, they're going to tell you, even if they are the owner. This one woman said she's the owner of the salon, and people come in and say, "Is the owner here?" She says, "No, sorry, here, you can email her." And she never checks the emails. So get the information to the stylist, the people that are actually, they've got people in chairs. So just say, "Hey, I've got a wrap. If anybody is slow right now, I'd love to wrap someone, let them try it for free. It's going to tighten, tone, and firm in about 45 minutes. Anybody interested?" And they're going to talk. And they're going to talk to all the other stylists that are in the salon. So, you know, definitely make sure that you don't pitch to the owners. They don't want to hear your pitch. You do want to build a rapport. Make it casual and inviting. Don't go in with fake enthusiasm, and don't say, "I will make you rich by next week." You know, be realistic. They can see through it. One owner said that she had someone that had to work her 4 months to get her to sign up as a distributor. So a lot of times, no is really just not yet. It's sort of maybe later, and so that's exactly how you should treat that. At one conference I went to, they said you should just drip and zip, which means just drip a little bit of information to the owner or to the salon stylist or whoever you're talking to. Just drip a little bit of information and then zip it. Don't like vomit information on them. Let them ask you questions. So just hand them a Bliss card. Say, "Can I hand you a coupon?" And put it in their hand, and then look at them. Wait for them to say, "What is this?" And you say, "This is what it is, and this is what it does." And then wait. Don't say, "Hi, I'd like to tell you about this wrap. And maybe you could be a distributor. And then if you get 4 loyal customers, and you'll get 120 product credit," and don't do that. Just don't do that. They already tuned you out at high, probably. So just be super nice to them. Just say, "I'm introducing a new product to the area. Is there someone here that wants to try a wrap for free?" And bring your supplies, bring your saran wrap, you know, come prepared. Bring your Blitz cards. Ask them, can I leave some of my coupons here for your customers so that way they can try it too if they want? And then when you step out of your comfort zone, guys, you're stepping into your money zone. When you step out of your comfort zone, you step into the money zone. So the way that it works psychologically is know me, like me, trust me. So doors will open once someone knows you, once they like you, once they trust you. You are not here by accident. I didn't contact you for no reason. I came to you for a reason. And every single person that is involved in this business is for a reason. Okay? So this is not an accident. Work this as hard as you can for as long as you can, and the money will roll in. And it won't be hard then. Okay? It insults me, as I said earlier today in this video, when I hear people say, I just don't have time. I don't have time. Like, what? You're talking to me? I work 24-hour shifts, sometimes 6 and 7 days in a row. You don't have time? You do have time, because I do it. And there are times when I call my husband and have him put my It Works shirts in the washing machine and the dryer, and even times when I have him bring them to me because I don't even have time to go get them. You make it work. You just make it work. Make your excuses your motivation. If you say, oh, I'm really busy with my kids, I'm so busy with work, as it is, I don't have time with my kids, I really don't have time for this business, that's the reason you need to be doing this business, because you don't even have time. So let this opportunity give you back the time that you need to spend with your children. Don't give up. Don't listen to anyone that tells you you can't do this, not even yourself. Figure out what you're afraid of so you can fix it. Blitz cards can change people's lives. So when you give somebody a Blitz card, know that you're really giving them an opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity to have a self-esteem that they never had before. Maybe it's an opportunity to make money that they never could have made otherwise. But when you walk by somebody and you think, oh, I could have given them a Blitz card, and you didn't, you just made them miss out on an opportunity. So don't be afraid to give people Blitz cards. You're not telling them that you think they're fat. You're actually giving them an opportunity. Wear your It Works shirts everywhere, I've already said. You know, I told you I talk about Chantel. Chantel is a triple diamond. She's in a small town. She tells people I was a size 20 when I started. So don't be afraid to blitz people because you're not a size 0. She wasn't a size 0 when she started, and she's lost a lot of weight because of her hard work, her dedication, and the It Works products. So don't let that detour you. She didn't let it detour her, and she's a triple diamond now. So make sure you're forwarding your welcome letter to the team. I've sent all of my distributors a welcome letter. Anything that I send you, even this video, forward this to your downline. Anything that can help them, forward it. Any photos that I post, steal them. Anything that I do that can help you, let me know. Take it, do it, copy me. Do something for your business every day. Be connected to your team. You are a leader. If you have one person underneath you, even if it's a loyal customer, you're a leader. They're underneath you, and you are their leader. Okay? Stay connected. Get out of your own way. Some of you I have talked to on the phone, and I just want you to get out of your own way so that you can do this. What you think about, you bring about. So if you wake up every day and you go, I'm just going to fail at this, I'm just not going to be good at this, then you're going to fail at it. You're not going to be good at it. If you wake up every day and go, pretty soon I'm going to be in my new house because I am going to be an Ambassador Diamond, and pretty soon I'm going to be buying a new car because I'm going to be an Ambassador Diamond, you will be. Tina Beard told a story that I love. She really wanted a white Mercedes, and so she actually printed a picture of a Mercedes, the emblem, and she cut it out, that like star, and she put it in her car on her steering wheel, and she didn't drive a Mercedes at the time. Now she could drive a new Mercedes every month if she wanted to. So manifest it, dream it to achieve it, believe it, make it happen. Listen to the calls, listen to your upline, but make sure you really hear your upline's advice. So just as an example, if I'm telling you something, are you listening or are you hearing me? Because there is a difference. Are you listening and it's going in one ear and out the other? Or are you really hearing me and applying it? Hold on to your why and just do it. Just do it. This will change your life. Husbands, you need to support your wives. Spouses, you need to support your spouse. You need to blitz with them. Be a team. Don't get in their way. Listen, if you don't want to be supportive, then just at least get out of their way. Because this is a dream that they're making happen. And there's a good chance that this dream is going to really positively affect you and benefit you. So don't be negative. Don't wear them down. I got to tell you, and I'm not trying to brag, but my husband has been my biggest fan, my #1 supporter. There is nothing that he won't do to help me. Nothing. And I think that's why I've moved up so fast. And he's moving up fast too, because we are in it to win it. And women, don't give your man a reason to say, I told you so. If he told you you're going to fail at this, don't give him a reason to say he was right. Either you do or you don't. There is no try. There's no try. You do or you don't. A lot of husband and wife couples were there at Ignite this past weekend, and they were talking about his role versus her role. So work on your strengths. This is not about focusing on your weaknesses. If her strengths are the social things, the parties, and his strengths are the blissing, cool, work it out. Do it that way. There was one husband that said he feels like he's the housewife now because his role is keeping all of her It Work supplies organized. It's getting her stuff ready for a party. It's keeping her clothes clean so she has all her It Work shirts. I think my husband would say he's taken that role, and you know what? Whatever supports each other, just do it. There was a book that they recommended from Richard Benton called Go for No. So that's a book that was recommended. When you're reaching out to me via Facebook, phone, text, you are not bugging me. So some of you have said, oh, I just don't want to bug you, or I'm so sorry. No, you're not bugging me. You know what's bugging me? People on my downline who are not doing anything, and they're not asking any questions, and they're not working, and they're not trying. That's bugging me. Those of you that are asking me 100 questions a day, and there are some of you that ask me 100 questions a day, I love you, because I see that you want this so bad, and you're working so hard, and I wish you'd ask me 101, because I know that you're going to get there. Until you know your why, your business isn't going to go anywhere. Your why should be so deep that it will push you to the end of the earth to reach your goal. And then also ask people what is their number, meaning not their phone number, but what is their number with regards to where do they want to be on the chart. You know, someone might say, I want to make an extra $500 a month. Someone might say, you know what, my mortgage is $2,000. I'd love to get $2,000. Show them how to get there, and say, okay, we can do this. Can we do this together? Let's work on it together. A quote that I liked, and I wish I knew who said this, but they said, if money can fix it, it's not really a problem. I like that. Here's another one I liked. You can't have a testimony without the test first. Tina Beer told a story about how she had gone out and had so many reasons and opportunities and times that she should have just quit. Car broke down. People were mean to her. Nobody bought anything. You know, everything. Spilled products. The wind blew her whole booth away. I mean, she went into all these stories, and all of those were opportunities where she could have quit. She could have quit. She could have quit. This woman makes over $30,000 a month because she didn't quit. And she said, until. You do it until. You blitz until. You party until. You do it until you get to your goal. And then when you get to your goal, you maintain it by repeating your steps to success. There's one thing that you want to do that I've already done, and that's write a check out to yourself for the amount of money that you want. And then just put it on your dream board and just look at it and know you're going to get that check. You're going to get that check. Are you afraid of something? Is there something that's keeping you from being successful in this business? So are you filled with fear? Are you do you feel like you're unworthy of success? Do you feel like you need to forgive people who have burned you? Something in your childhood or your past that's holding you back? You need to figure it out. She said burn the boats. Make sure you have no exit strategies. You're in it. You're just in it to win it. And then don't be afraid of stepping into your power. We're all very powerful beings. Don't be afraid. Step into your power. Do it. And there was a song she played. It's a country song that I had actually known, and I like it. It's basically, it says, life's a dance. Sometimes you lead and sometimes you follow. And she talked about how some people are like microwaves and some people are like crock pots. So some people cook in 3 minutes and they're done. And some people need to cook a little longer. That's okay. That's okay. Don't compare yourself to what everybody else is doing around you. Don't worry if someone has been in the business for less time than you have and they're further than you are. That's okay. This is your journey. Trust your journey. She even passed out bracelets that say trust your journey. And so lastly, what I want to leave you guys with is that I truly want you to succeed. I wouldn't have made you a 45-minute video if I didn't care. I care about every single one of you, and you will change your life. This has already changed my life. And I love you all very much. I'm here for you however I can be. If there's anything you need, let me know, and I'm happy to help you. If you have not set up a party yet, you need to. If you have not read all those emails I've sent you, you need to. If you haven't looked over the compensation plan, you need to. If you don't know what the steps to success are, you need to. If you haven't watched the training videos on your eSuite, you need to. What are you waiting for? Okay? I believe in you. I know you can do this. I'm excited for you. Get up and just do it.